That's right, Addison. The madness got underway this past weekend here in Columbia. Two teams came to town to try to topple the reigning national champions, but it didn't quite work out that way. Now the Gamecocks will head to their 11th straight Sweet 16, where the competition will start to amp up. But many of the Gamecocks have been there before, and head coach Don Staley is ready to utilize that experience. It's Selection Sunday, and I'm here at home team where the Gamecocks men's basketball team was just served some good news and a side of barbecue. Let's take a look at some of the reactions from the team. I'm here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse where tomorrow the undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks will take on NC State for a spot in the championship. Let's take a look ahead of the game. After a successful season so far, the Gamecock equestrian team will now turn their attention to the postseason. First, they will ride off to the SEC Championship, hoping to take victories over Auburn, Texas A&M, and Georgia. Then they will rein in their focus on the national championships to close out their season in April. I mean, number 22 on the court, I think number one in all of our hearts, literally a homegrown hero in Asia Wilson. I mean, everybody in South Carolina loves her. I'd love to see her keep competing and winning MVPs. It's honestly amazing.
I mean, born and raised in South Carolina, you want to see her do well, and she certainly is.
She certainly does. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dakota Morris.
And I'm Corinna Porter, here to give you the latest in sports.
South Carolina football had their bye week this past weekend after a 50-7 win over the Akron Zips. Their 13-day break will end this Saturday in South Carolina against number 12, Ole Miss. This will be the first time in 15 years the two teams have met on the Williams-Brice Field.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with both of you just a little bit. Well, for one, I think it was an off day. I mean, the Gamecocks are an incredible basketball team, and so is Texas. I think that's what some people let get away from them, that South Carolina is unbeatable, and the fact is we're not unbeatable. And Texas was number 4. They're now number 3. They're a good ball team as well. It's not a terrible loss, just like UCLA was also a good ball team. And like you said, we did beat Texas just like exactly a month ago today, actually.
That was not a very well hit ball, but it's the ball that as an outfielder and as a middle infielder you hate. It's right in that in-between area where it's hard for each of you, the outfielder, to get in quick enough and the middle infielder to turn back and out quick enough. Again, not a hard hit ball, but a really hard placement for the South Carolina defense here. Yeah, and I think they were trying to do the same thing that Ashley Chastain-Woodard has been doing, is slowing down that momentum on the batters. And you see how integral that is, bringing in that pinch hitter who draws a walk. And now you have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Yeah, we'll talk about Cia Gress one more time because, oh my gosh, she did a great job for them this game and last game. And you have to give her credit for the longevity in the circle here. And she just did an amazing job. She's definitely a leader for this team. And also with that ball that they just missed that allowed Dallas Goodnight to get on second base, when your pitcher has been working so hard in the circle, you have to help her out. You have to help her out and get those outs, and that's exactly what Lelio just did in center field. And like I said, they didn't have the communication over in left field, but Lelio clearly was very vocal about that play, made sure she had that one and that the second baseman and the shortstop peeled off of it, so she was able to end the game and put them away. It's a really great job by Sam Gress and the Carolina defense today. A few hiccups, but they've got that first SEC series win under their belt now.
The madness has officially begun here in Columbia, with 2 teams punching their ticket to the second round of the NCAA women's basketball tournament. The 1-seed South Carolina Gamecocks took the court today against the 16-seed Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. The Gamecocks wasted no time grounding the Eagles in their highest scoring game of the year. The Golden Eagles scored the first basket of the game, but after that, it was all South Carolina. 100% three-point shooting and big contributions off the bench in the form of Tessa Johnson and Joyce Edwards saw the Gamecocks finish the first quarter with a 21-point lead. The strong performance continued into the second quarter as guard Malaysia Fulwiley took over on both ends of the floor, SEC Tournament MVP Chloe Kitts got going, and the Gamecocks continued to stay hot from behind the arc.
Can she do it again? Yes!
The second half was just as impressive from the Gamecocks as all 12 players saw the floor and contributed to the large point deficit. That deficit at the final buzzer was 60. Freshman Joyce Edwards led the Gamecocks in scoring on her NCAA tournament debut, finishing with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, while Malaysia Fulwiley finished right behind Edwards with 15 points, 5 assists, and a whopping 4 blocks.
Catch and shoot!
After struggling from three in the SEC tournament, shooting an average of just 27.3%, Tessa Johnson spoke to us about what it was like for those shots to fall as they jumped to 63.2% from the three-point range against Tennessee Tech.
I was like, finally. But no, I think that it was good for us to just see it go through the net, especially the guards, because like you said, it hasn't been like that, and each person has been in a slump. So the fact that we could really put it together today and move on to the next level, that was good.
The Gamecocks' strong team performance will see them face off against the number 9 seed Indiana Hoosiers this Sunday at Colonial Life Arena.
And we know it's not going to be an easy game. Obviously, we got a taste of that in the last NCAA tournament, and we have that in mind, at the top of our minds. So,
for SGTV, I'm Dakota Morris. Each year, high school students go on the search for the perfect prom outfit. But for these 3 high school students, their search just came to an end.
Well, for one of mine, I was going for like a red, beautiful, like flowy kind of pretty dress, and I found it like perfectly as soon as I walked in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have this like exact dress on my Pinterest boards.
It would be like a more tighter fitting dress with like a slit in it, and that's exactly what I got.
But they didn't find them in a mall or online. They found them here at Brooklyn Baptist Church. And the best part, they're all free, thanks to the South Carolina Cinderella Project. Each year, the South Carolina Cinderella Project collects donated dresses, shoes, jewelry, and more to help every high school student feel like a princess. The project is made possible by the South Carolina Bar's Young Lawyers Association and local volunteers like the Columbia AKAs. I spoke with Felicia Coleman, the Bar's statewide chair of the project, to learn more about the impact it has had on the Columbia community.
Last year, we served between 180, 220. It's probably over 200 actually. And most girls left with at least 2 or 3 dresses.
And now the project is expanding to make prom night magical for not only the princesses, but Prince Charmings too. Chairman of the Columbia Boutique, Christina Perry, says there were requests to expand the project to include men's formal wear.
And essentially the community was asking for the need. So we wanted to be able to fill that void.
But the South Carolina Bar's Young Lawyers Association and the Columbia AKAs that help put this event on hope to help students find more than just a dress or a suit for prom night.
This gives us time to connect with them, talk about law school, talk about what it's like to be a lawyer, what it's like to be a judge, and just give us that one-on-one with the students as we help them for, what's a big part of high school.
For Carolina Insider, I'm Dakota Morris.